Zach Hyman is one of the most reliable, hard-working wingers in the NHL, and yet when Team Canada revealed its roster, his name was nowhere to be found. No Hyman, no explanation. Today, I'm diving into how that happened, what Team Canada might be overlooking, and whether leaving Zach Hyman off the roster is a mistake they will regret. Zach Hyman, on Team Canada. Let's talk about it. Oh, okay, let's go, baby. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is YouTube Trev. Thank you for clicking on the video. We're talking about Zach Hyman today, and what the heck was Team Canada thinking? Huh? Doug Armstrong, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Maybe not. Like, what? We'll get into all of it. We'll unpack all of it. We'll look at the numbers, and we'll discuss why I think this. The more and more I look at it, the more and more this actually drives me bonkers. So, guys, as always, the last video I did yesterday, you absolutely crushed it. So thanks for all the continued support. I know some people, 2 Oilers videos in a row. My apologies. This is just something I really wanted to talk about. I've got another video coming out later in the week that is, it includes the Flames, the Canucks, and the Jets, those 3. So have your guesses. Drop a comment down below. As always, guys, I interact with every single comment in the comment section down below. Sponsored segment at the end of every video, brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca. And leave a like. It really helps get my content out there. I really appreciate it, guys. But, oh my God, Zach Hyman being left off Team Canada. So I will say, like, what were they thinking? You know what? I'm going to be completely honest. As an Oilers fan, I didn't even have Zach Hyman on my original roster. And I know that sounds kind of crazy. And I'm looking back at it now, and, you know, I'm thinking, like, what were they thinking? And then I was thinking, well, what was I thinking? Why did I leave Zach Hyman off? And truth be told, you know, it had to do with the injury. That was the sole purpose. That was the only reason why. It was the injury, man. Like, that blew. That absolutely blew. And it sucks so much. And if he never got injured, you know, would he be on this team? I like to think he would be, man. Like, he's just absolutely crushing it so much that, get this, Zach Hyman has the most goals since December 11th. He has 17 goals, and tied for second, it's Connor McDavid and Mark Stone, for 14 goals. So he's on an absolute tear. And not only that, guys, like, he did miss, you look at Connor McDavid, 50 games played, same with Evan Bouchard and whatnot. So he missed 19 games played, if I'm not mistaken. But since he's come back, 31 points in 31 games played. He's been a point-per-game player, and he's absolutely crushing it on McDavid's line. And I'll tell you, I'm sorry, guys, I'm kind of fighting through it right now, a little bit of a cold, but this is just something I really wanted to talk about. But the thing that drives me most insane is when they announced the roster, they were like, okay, this is very good. You can see the rosters. This is how we have the lines set up. And I remember James Duthie went around the table. He's like, guys, in your eyes, the biggest question is, who is playing with Connor McDavid? Who's playing with Connor McDavid? Like, you had that answer. You had that answer in Zach Hyman. All you had to do was pick him. You had to just pick him, and then he would have been there. There's no answer. You have your answer. There's no question. I mean, so that is kind of crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting Zach Hyman to be producing at the rate that he is right now. He is currently on pace for like 40 goals. He is on pace to, like, I mean, he's just crushing it. Like, that is so impressive to be able to do that coming off injury. The next thing, this is another really just frustrating thing, and just going to be a quicker video for you guys today. But, I mean, Sidney Crosby, you know, what was the biggest thing back in 2014 for him? Oh, he needs his Chris Kunitz, right? You need to get your Chris Kunitz. So what did he get? He gets his Chris Kunitz. I'm sorry. Zach Hyman has done far more than Chris Kunitz ever did. Ever. And, like, that's the thing. Like, if it's not working for Zach Hyman on the first line, go send him down on the fourth line. Watch him just work every single shift, man. Like, this guy he brings it. He absolutely brings it. And recently, like, I'd say he's playing his best hockey he has as an Oiler in quite some time. Like, when he first came to Edmonton, I was kind of blown away by how good he was, and kind of just made me laugh. Like, what was Toronto thinking? Man, that's just all-time bad take. But, I mean, he would skate around with the puck, and that's the thing. For Oilers, or when they come to Edmonton, it's so easy for certain players to just look to Connor and Leon and just give the puck to him. And like, no, that wasn't the case for Zach Hyman when he first came into Edmonton. He was like, you know what? I'm actually going to skate with the puck. I'm going to skate with the puck. And that was one thing. I was like, you know what? That's so nice to see. Like, players don't defer to Connor and Leon every second. As soon as I get the puck, see Connor, here, take it. No, he didn't do that. He didn't fall into that trap. So that was awesome. And you know, for a while there, maybe he was doing that a little bit, but this season, no, like that's not the case at all. He's absolutely just crushing it. And I hate the, you know, oh, but he only scores his goals in tight. Like, what are we talking about? A goal's a goal. Like, no one else is doing that. Who else is doing that? That's cool. That's sick. The fact that he's scoring that many goals tells me that he's super skilled at doing that. Like, if it was so easy, you would have Matthews doing that. You would have Connor McDavid scoring his goals there. You would have freaking Leon Draisaitl, all the best goal scorers. David Pastrnak, you know, Jason Robertson. No, like the fact that he is that net front presence. You know how many other teams have net front presence players? What are we talking about? Every team does. And the fact that he's the most efficient at doing it, like I hate that argument. Oh, he only scores his goals in tight. Like, shut up. Get that out of here, man. So yeah, guys, just a quick video, but I had to touch on this because it just, like it really, really frustrates me. And now the questions, you know, they are looming with Brayden Point, whether or not he'll be okay. We had Chris Johnson on the show last Friday. He kind of touched on it and when the deadline, what the deadline would be. So that was kind of interesting, but if the players that he had mentioned, and even Darren Dreger, we had him on the Nielsen show today. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out. He touched on who right now is most likely to take Brayden Point's place. You know, if he was called up, Wyatt Johnston. Like, I'm sorry, Wyatt Johnston, hell of a player, but like that is just such. If Wyatt Johnston is picked over the likes of not even Zach Hyman, but Mark Scheifele or Connor Bedard, I'd be baffled. I really would be. I would be so baffled. So thought that was interesting, but I don't know, man. That's why I'm talking about this as well, is because, you know, there are injuries, and I think it's fairly obvious. Like right now, he is playing lights out. He is playing like, you know, one of the best Canadian players. He absolutely deserves the spot to be on that team. He totally does. With his play as of late, his track record, what he's been able to do the last few years. You watch what he was able to do in the playoffs last year, and he was on pace. He was on pace to break the record for most hits in a single postseason ever. Zach Hyman, man. So he's a Swiss Army knife. He really is. He brings so many like good qualities to the table. It's not just like, you know, his scoring touch and the fact that he works with McDavid, which is by far the biggest reason, and it's such a huge reason in and of itself. Like that should be good enough of a reason, but if that doesn't work, he can PK. You know, put him on the fourth line, watch him just work his butt off every single shift, man. It blows my mind, and it's weird because Team Canada kind of, they don't mind like not picking the most skilled guys, as we've seen with them like picking Cirelli, Parayko. You know, so that's the thing. He is not the most skilled guy, but he works his butt off and he gets the job done every single time. So that's my thoughts. But what are your guys' thoughts? Drop a comment down below. Very, very curious. And yeah, I engage with every single comment in the comment section down below. So what do you think? Do you think Zach Hyman deserves to? Is this a snub? Will Team Canada end up regretting it? I think they will, man. I think they will. If Brayden Point can't make it, they don't pick Zach Hyman. I hate to see it. And then lastly, like Four Nations last year, it took them until against the States, the last game, it finally was a little bit of chemistry between McDavid and Marner, but you already have that chemistry. That should be, like, you have that answer. The answer is Zach Hyman. So that's all I got, guys. But like I said, I highlight the most liked comment in my previous video at the end of every video, brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca, where they work around the clock for you. It's an Alberta-based company with clocks all over Canada. Go check them out, www.timetrackers.ca. Get a nice clock like this. So let's see. The most liked comment in my previous video was, I just did it yesterday, with Tristan Jarry and Connor Ingram. You love to see it. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Lots of comments, guys. Let's keep the comments going. I really, really appreciate it. That's sick. It looks like it's from this guy, at Althaxian. Oh, Althraxian. Oh, I absolutely butchered that, man. I don't even think I still got that. But anyway, shout out to you, man. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had 909, 917 goalie combo. is referring to save percentage. Even with the small sample size, I'm cautiously happy and optimistic. Let's go Oilers. Okay, let's go, baby. That's what I like to talk about, or that's what I like to read. Let's go. 31 likes on that bad boy. Appreciate all the support, guys. Let's keep this freaking going. And yeah, really, really appreciate it. So I'm YouTube Trev. Thanks for all the continued support. If you like this content, subscribe, leave a like. It's the best way to get my vids out there. And drop a comment. I seriously engage with every single comment. So take her easy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.